Today we're going to look at an amplifier by Zapco. Zapco's been around since 1974 in the car audio industry. Today we're going to look at their high-end brand, the Z-150.4LX series. This is a 4-channel model we're going to look at. Here is a teaser of the guts. Check out this beauty and how it's laid out, top quality components. Now these amps, the previous versions of Z series, have been compared with the home amps of Macintosh and Bryston. Those of you who know home amps know that these are the top dogs in home amps. So Zapco utilized only the best Elna and Nichicon caps as well as analog devices op amps. I guess you could say,
really spectacular, spared no expense, spared no expense, spared no expense.
Alright, so let's take this amplifier out of the box and see what it's all about. Check it out. Here's the exterior of the Z-150.4LX amplifier. Very nice looking gray powder coat finish with a nameplate here that has Zapco and also the serial number, very slick. On one end of the amplifier we have the speaker terminals. These are 8 gauge. There are 8 total because this is a 4-channel amplifier. On the other side we have power and ground inputs. This accepts 1 aught inputs as well as a remote terminal which accepts 8 gauge. The opposite end of the amplifier has RCA ins and outs, and then has individual gain controls for each channel. Now this is kind of odd because there are no crossover controls, no bass boost, no remote bass control, none of that. So this is a strict SQ amplifier. Here's a rating of the amplifier. It's 4 ohms stereo, it's rated 4x150, 2 ohms 4x250, and bridge is rated 2x500. Now what we're going to do this time is we're going to bridge the rear channels and use this external resistor bank. That way we can load down all the channels when we're doing the test. And since we're doing the 4-channel test first off, we'll have the 2 rear channels on the resistor. The front 2 channels are going to be plugged into the dyno. So the measurements you're going to see are going to be channels 1 and 2 on the amplifier. But again, since the rear channels are bridged, all channels will be loaded during this test, which is important when you're testing an amplifier. Alright, now we have the amp dyno all fired up. Let's put the amp on there and let's test it out. First off, we're going to do the 4-channel test. Again, as I've shown, all the channels are loaded. Channels 1 and 2 are going to be tested. Here, 4 ohms first. It's rated 150 by 4. And yes, 156, 157. So right at the rated power. A little bit less voltage, 14.14. And here is the current pull, 77 amps. Efficiency not so great. This is a class AB amp, so we don't expect it to be that great. Next up, we're going to try 2 ohms to 1% THD, 1 kilohertz. Again, the front channels here are what's tested, rated 250 by 2. And yes, 263. So we definitely beat the rated at less than the voltage that it specified. So that's good. And we pulled 104.3 amps. Efficiency is a little better at 2 ohms. That's very interesting. So we're going to do something a little different here next. We're going to test it in 3-channel mode. The way we have it wired up is channel 2 on the dyno is going to be bridged. So that one's going to be the one that gives more power. Channel 1 is actually going into 1 channel of the amplifier. Resistor bank is going into channel 2. So at 4 ohms, we're rated 150 for the channel 1 and 500 for channel 2. Let's see what we get. There you go, 147, 503 right at rated. Couldn't be any closer, honestly, right there at the rated power. So a little bit under 14.4 volts as well. Efficiency 56%. Again, class AB amp. Don't expect it to be tremendously efficient. Next up, we're going to try 4 ohms dynamic, and here we go. Rated 150 by 2 plus 500. You can see we get well above the 500 there on the sub channel, which is good. And right at the rated on the front channel, 152. So again, a little less than 14.4 volts, so did very well. The final set of tests we're going to do is a 2-channel test. This is a 4-channel amp. We're just going to bridge it down for 2 channels and run both of them on the dyno. So first up, we'll do 4 ohms, 1 kilohertz. Again, both channels bridged, rated 500 by 2. And we get 500 on one channel, 484 on the other. Again, we're less than 14.4, so we're right at rated power. So we give this a pass. Efficiency, not so great, 53%. Again, this is a Class AB amp. Now for the dynamic burst test, 1 kilohertz, both channels bridged. You can see get well above the 500 watts it's rated at less than 14.4. So this is a musical amp. We like to see better than rated, and you can see it does it. So again, this amp passes according to me. So let's check out the results next. All right, so I'll let you guys check out the results here. The biggest thing to note is at clipping, this amplifier does exactly the same or very close to what it does at 1% THD. Any differences you see are going to be because the voltage is less at clipping. Alright, there you have it. The test is a Zapco Z-150.4LX sound quality amplifier built with no expense spared. $1,200 amplifier, beautiful sound. We didn't demo that because can't really demonstrate sound quality over YouTube. Thanks as always, you guys, for watching my videos. Appreciate it. Check out my library for all kind of other tests. Until next time, this is Big D Wiz. I'm out of here. All right, big thanks to Zapco for providing this amplifier for our giveaway. So who won? The winner is Nick, Memphis, Tennessee. Late Christmas present coming to you, brother. Congratulations. All right, here we're going to try the Military Electronic song by Kevin MacLeod as a musical demo on the dyno. We've got 4 ohms running here. Let's try it out and see what kind of power we get. Here's the song on the dyno. See what kind of dynamic power we can get. Alright, that's good. 520, 496, we're at 14.14. Song from the YouTube audio library called Shake. Try it out on the dyno, see what we get. There we go. 561 watts and 500 watts. 4 ohms, 14.13 volts. All right, this time I switched the speaker leads just to prove that the channel is what the problem is instead of the dyno. So let's check it out. Should get more power on channel 2 this time. There you go. 585 and 578. 4 ohms, 14.12. And here's the song, Shake, from the YouTube audio library.
Question? Sure, I got one question for you. It's, can you deal with that?